Hi, Mike from RunPhys.com, and today I want to talk to you about hip strength. Hip strength is a very important thing when it comes to running. If your hips are working well and they're as strong as they should be, then it allows you to become a more efficient runner. It allows you to use your core muscles more readily, and it greatly decreases your likelihood of getting injured, not only around your hips, but even down through the ankles, through the shins, and further up into our core. So today we're going to cover 3 hip strengthening activities that you can do. You can do them every day as part of your warm-up, or you can also spend more time doing more sets, more reps, and getting more challenged with them. But these are things that you can do that can help increase your hip strength as you run. Now, the first thing is a single leg bridge. This is not a new exercise to many people, but we're going to be very picky about how it's done. While you're lying on your back, you're going to start by rotating your hips backward, initiating a posterior pelvic tilt, and raising one leg up into the air. And as you start the pelvic tilt, then you raise up and get your hips as high as you can. As you go up, then you want to try to push up, leading with your hips, and push up as high as you possibly can. And then you're going to go halfway back down and all the way up again. Now, it's important to get as high as you can because that's where you're going to get the most recruitment of your glute muscles. It's also important to maintain that posterior pelvic tilt because that's also going to use your glutes more and keep your low back and your hamstrings a little bit quieter. And again, you're going to get the most benefit if you can get to the very end range of that activity. So you're going to do 10 to 15 of those on each leg. Next, you're going to do an activity called twisty squats. And what that is you're going to get into a single leg balance position. You're going to gently lean forward, and you're also going to open up your hips. So if you're balancing on your left leg, you're going to twist your hips to the right. And in that position, then, you're going to just simply squat up and down, being very careful to keep your knee over top of your toes. Your knee is going to want to dive inward, and we can't let that happen for this activity. So you're going to simply go up and down as slow and as deep as you can, also 10 to 15 times. Lastly, you're going to perform a deadlift with a twist. It's going to be a single leg deadlift, and in order to do that, what you're going to do is you're going to, again, balance on one leg, and you're going to lean your whole body forward so your torso as well as the extended leg is parallel to the ground. It's not uncommon to have your hand on an object just for a little bit of balance. But once you get into that position, what you're going to do is you're going to gently let your hip drop towards the ground. Now we're talking about the hip of the leg that's extended behind you. So you're going to rotate your pelvis, letting that hip drop as far down to the ground, and letting your whole body, your torso, the extended leg, also pivot. You're going to drop it all the way down and all the way back up. And you're going to do that 10 to 15 times as well. Again, with that last one, it's not uncommon to have to put your hand on something for a little bit of balance. So if you're balancing on your left foot, you're going to put your left hand on an object. Could be a stool, could be a tree, could be a friend. Doesn't matter what it is, but that'll help you get a little bit of balance if you need it. So those are 3 great ways to strengthen your hips. And the important thing with those is that they're strengthening them in the context of running. There's a myriad of different ways to strengthen your hips, and those are 3 that are going to get you stronger and get your body more prepared to run efficiently and with less likelihood of injuries. Give them a try. Let me know how they go. Have fun.